Explained how you determine the design surface water discharge from the catchment area and the rainfall and the surface conditions using three methods, main aspects of which you described and selected the most appropriate, and how you calculated the increased size of pipe to carry the discharge from the existing pipe that was being replaced. Stop. You described how you combined two attenuation ponds into one and sketched a typical section illustrating the side slopes that allowed planting, cultivation and tending, and because in addition the water was unlikely to be very deep, obviated the need for public safety barriers. Stop. You described how you took the opportunity to alter the arrangement of the carriageway drainage to allow surface water from the road gullies to percolate from the upper pipe connecting the gully to catch pits to the lower pipes carrying surface water to treatment, and how you designed the lower pipe to carry you checked that the lower pipe could carry the increased flow. Stop. You described how you compared the 40-year costing of a gravity sewer that would have required deep excavations, possibly into bedrock, with a shallower pump system, and persuaded Scottish Water, who would adopt the system, that the latter was the more cost-effective, safer, and more easily replaceable in the future. Stop. Your reviewers are satisfied that you meet the requirements of the attribute knowledge and understanding of engineering. C3. You explained how you typically manage directly the work of 2 to 3 junior engineers, and on the BRI job coordinated and integrated with your own the work of E&M engineers for the sewer pump and pumping system design. Stop. When briefing direct reportees, including CAD draftsmen, you prefer to explain the background to the design and then allow them to incorporate their own ideas and assume greater ownership of the work. Your reviewers are satisfied that you meet the requirements of management and leadership. C4. In, for example, the rearrangement of the road gully drainage on the BRI job, and in persuading Scottish Water that the proposed pumped system was preferable to the gravity sewer, referred to in one above, and in the redesign of the and in rearranging the carriageway road drainage to allow the surface water from the road gullies to percolate from the upper pipe to the lower, referred to in one above, your reviewers considered that you meet the requirements of the attribute independent judgment and responsibility, C5. You explain how, as a result of your less than satisfactory experience with a surveying contractor, you now You now took more care with a framework surveying contractor. You now took more care in adapting existing services and workmanship specifications. In adopting existing services and workmanship specifications, and checked contractor competencies more thoroughly. Stop. You explained how, on the BRI job, you provided the specification, drawings, schedules, and designer's risk assessments for the contract, open brackets, NEC3 option A, close brackets, stop. You also explained how you prepared fee proposals for design and project management work carried out by you for Ecom, based on combining separate work contents for packages of work, how charge-out rates for staff were built up to allow for overheads and profit, and how you monitored progress against budget and programme and dealt with cost overruns and extra work. Stop. Your reviewers are satisfied that you meet the requirements of commercialability. C6. You explained how you included risk assessments, how you prepared risk assessments, how you included risks associated with drainage and other water-related projects. Correction. How you considered risks associated with drainage and other water projects, including the hazard of deep trenches and excavations, manoeuvring materials, components and plant into position, and how you paid attention to safe working methods, including confined space working, how you dealt with examples you encountered of unsafe working, and how you dealt with examples you encountered of unsafe working. Stop. You stressed particularly one of the reasons for selecting the pump system over the gravity sewer system was the reduced excavation that it resulted. You also gave another example of where, when drilling through a reinforced concrete retaining wall to feed pipes through, you encountered an unexpected rebar. You stopped the work and checked the design of the wall. Your reviewers are satisfied that you meet the requirements of health, safety and welfare. C7. You recognise that much drainage, sewerage and water supply work are inherently sustainable, but nevertheless took opportunities as they arose to minimise wastage and excessive use of materials, to improve environmental aspects such as the diversion of the road gully surface water to the lower sewer. Stop. Your reviewers noted your comment that often a balance had to be struck between reducing the carbon content of work with safety risk, and were satisfied that you meet the requirement of the attribute sustainable development. C8. You felt that ACOM had a good record in diversity matters, which you wholeheartedly supported, recognising that this was not always replicated on site, though you yourself would not accept inappropriate behaviour or remarks by others in your presence. Stop. Reviewers are satisfied that you meet the requirements of interpersonal communication. Stop. C9. You are aware of the ICE Professional Code of Conduct provisions, considering that public interest and integrity were probably the most important to you, recognising that in the water, sewerage and drainage sector, where maintaining ageing assets was a prime task and responsibility breaches of public duty often occurred, had to be resisted. Stop. Your firm actively promoted STEM activities which you supported, promoting the profession to school students as well as mentoring younger graduate engineers. Stop. Your reviewers are satisfied that you meet the requirements of the attribute professional commitment. Stop.